Authenticating Hongshan artifacts through 12 types of inimitable prehistoric carving traces. Today, most so-called experts on the Hongshan culture are not only bound by convention but also overly reliant on outdated scholars and collectors who have never conducted in-depth research. They remain stuck using superficial identification methods such as the so-called 12-character formula, focusing on surface features like patina, weathering, crystallization, coloration, and aesthetic aura. However, they fail to understand that these methods only apply to a single type of jade material. In contrast, our association employs a more advanced system to authenticate Hongshan artifacts. We use 12 types of prehistoric carving traces that are impossible to replicate, including tool-within-tool carving, step chisel marks, feather carving traces V-joint incisions, shallow bas-relief, textile pattern carvings, straight line engravings, diagonal carving scars, straight line perforation marks, layered carving marks, circular carving traces, shell pattern bas-reliefs. As early as 5 years ago, we discovered that Hongshan artifacts were made from over 140 different materials. Most people are unaware that over 99% of Hongshan-style artifacts contain what we call tool-within-tool carvings, delicate U-shaped incisions dug into extremely narrow grooves. Attempting to replicate this is both time-consuming and economically unfeasible. Modern jade carving needles can only reach 0.5 mm, and computer-controlled carving machines only down to 0.2 mm. But true tool-within-tool features are found inside grooves less than 0.01 mm wide, which is impossible to fake with today's technology. Therefore, if you want to learn how to authenticate genuine Hongshan artifacts, you must begin with recognizing the first and most crucial trace, the inimitable tool-within-tool carving. Take, for example, the so-called No. 1 Dragon of China exhibited in the National Museum of China. This C-shaped jade dragon is approximately 120 mm long. Most people overlook the fact that within the fine grid-like groove beneath its jaw are numerous U-shaped tool-within-tool carvings. Another example is a finger-sized Hongshan jade eagle displayed at the Shanghai Museum. Several of its grooves clearly show this carving technique. Similarly, a Hongshan jade artifact in the Liaoning Provincial Museum reveals these carving traces along the handle grooves. In fact, if you carefully observe Hongshan artifacts in major museums around the world, including those at the National Palace Museum in Taipei, you will see these same inimitable features. Hongshan artifacts come in many materials: ancient crystal, red and blue turquoise, bloodstone, meteorite, and even bone. One particularly rare material is jet coal fossil, a substance that takes at least 3 million years to form. So ask yourself, if you're still clinging to the idea that human civilization only began 5,000 years ago, how can you ever truly unravel the origins of prehistoric civilization and life itself if these impossible to replicate tool-within-tool carvings are present in artifacts exhibited in world-renowned museums, and are also found in pieces owned by private collectors, and your own artifact shows the same features? Then your Hongshan artifact is authentic.